What's going on, traders? So rather slow week, been sick all week, didn't really do any of these videos all week, but with that said, we did get one trade today on SXTC. Let's get to it. So real quick, I also haven't mentioned recently that we are still doing the 3K sub giveaway, so don't forget to check that out. I'll have it down in the description below. We're going to be doing that giveaway here at the end of the month, so make sure you get your entry in. Pretty cool. We're giving away a full free month of Team ISW as well as 3 full years of TraderSync Journal. So it's 3 separate 1-year subscriptions to TraderSync Journal. So make sure if you're interested in those to get your entry in, and we'll be doing that at some point, probably on a Friday night live stream at the end of the month. So our one trade on SXTC here, we'll go ahead and start it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw 2x in there, and let's see what happens. So we get started here around 177, actually at 177. We were just looking for the quick scalp, as you can see. We're going to get and fast forward. We don't end up getting that. It actually ends up popping a little bit higher. Hopefully this doesn't take forever. Here we go. And we're going to watch it. Here it goes. So as it's doing this, we had put some orders out just in case it wanted to flush. After we realized it wasn't going to scalp, we actually tried to hold on to it a little bit longer. We end up trying to get filled there when we realized the jiggle, but then I was like, you know what? This actually feels like it wants to go a little bit higher, so we're going to wait. And then I also realized, hey, I would really like to get my average up, so we do a 1-2 here. We hit it once we feel the jiggle on the south side of 2. I figured if it was going to go to 2, it would have did it there as it popped, but instead it started to struggle mid 190s there. So that's where we got our ad, and then we immediately started putting our orders out. Unfortunately, we don't get that flush down to any of our orders, and we end up having to kind of battle this thing a little bit. It kept fighting, which it was a little bit frustrating. So right there, we took some off basically at break even. Lowered these just a tad, looking for that flush down now that it finally wants to come down, and it missed us by a penny. You saw it go to 179 there. We got 178 was our order, so we ended up taking a little bit more off there, which I think was at 180. Moved this up just looking for that 180 flush, and then we end up taking that off and trying to split this in half, trying to get a little bit more out of it, which ends up being a little bit frustrating because as you can see here, it starts to work its way back up. Actually on Discord, Thomas had told me that we just ran out of shares, so once I realized we were at our average again, I actually ended up taking half off there for a loss, and then we just tried to wait these out. We were going to cut these if it went high of day, but we were also looking for it to come back down towards that 170. So as you can see, we do get into the 170s, and it just sits here for pretty much ever. We end up looking for that flush down through 170, and we just absolutely never get it. It does kind of put in one of those curl type candles right here at 180, 181, and you'll see me scroll in when I find where my stop's going to be, and you'll see that's where I end up putting my stop. So YouTube is being a little laggy today. Come on, there we go. So I'm still holding it there, just looking for it to flush down through 170, and if it didn't hit my order, I was ready to take it off. That's why I'm holding it above where the current price is, but unfortunately we just never get that. As you can see, it does come down. It tries. It finally broke that 175. There was somebody sitting there at 175. So we're now, thinking we're in the driver's seat, looking for this to break down even further through 170. But as you'll see, we don't get in there. You see me checking that 181. So that's where we go ahead and put our stop right above that, because if it comes back up and goes through that candle, the odds are this thing's going to head back towards high of day. And then we just end up putting our range order in. So you see me cancel the 2 separate orders, put the range order in. So now it's going to hit one or the other. Fast forward literally just a smidge and you'll see that we get right to there and get stopped out. So little unfortunate because it ends up going back up to high of day. Let me just go ahead and show you guys real quick. It does end up going back to high of day. Oh geez, look at this GX. Might actually have to take a look, but it's up here on chart 1. So up here, high of day, it never actually went through. 194 was as high as it got. It was 194 over here as well, so it kept trying, and then it did flush all the way down here to that 165, 160 area. So a little frustrating. It did end up going higher, and as you can see, after we got out, it did attempt to go right to high of day from there, but then it struggled. Finally got the pull back and then went higher. But as you guys know, the intense move into the pullback. That's what we're looking for. What it does after that, we don't know. We do know that typically after it sets one of these candles, if it gets back above it, it's going to try to go back towards highs, and that's exactly what it did. The fact that it didn't go through highs and finally made its flush, that's just, it is what it is. But yeah, that was it. That was our one trade. We ended up green on the week, not by much. Pretty slow week overall. I think anyone can attest to that. And that's all I got for you. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate the support. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget about the 3K sub giveaway. No stream tonight. As you can tell, I'm still not feeling great. So I'm just going to take this opportunity to rest. I think I'm finally on the back end of this thing. And hopefully I can shake this by tomorrow morning and actually have a decent weekend with the family. And yeah, I will see you guys Monday morning. Peace.